Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's trade recap from today's price action. Today's Tuesday, March 17. I want to say something. First of all, yesterday I didn't took any trades in AM session, and then I checked that my renewal for the evil that I'm trying to pass right now, it was like I don't know. It's like I think that it was like next week that I needed to renew it, and I'm like almost like break even in the account. So I ended up trading PM session yesterday, and I took one break even, and then the other one was another break even. That both of them they were like A plus setups, and they play out. Just stop me out break even, and then fucking they ran for a 1 to 4. But yeah, and well, today's price action. Let's get it. Let's start with that first. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm doing like these videos, so when I like do these videos, in a way for me is like I gotta like mention this type of stuff because in a way it's like uh, holding me accountable for my own decisions and just like it's because it's like uncomfortable saying, and I think that it's uncomfortable saying because in a way when someone is like doing this type of videos like YouTube videos and stuff and you're sharing your journey, like for me I don't want to be fake and just like lying online because that's not me. I prefer just sharing what I've learned and just share my perspective. And I said it before, this is like my journal, so in a way it's like I got impatient yesterday and I fucking traded PM session. A plus setups, yeah, that's good. Discipline while trading, but impatient and I broke my rules. And I just ended up making like 0.29%. But yeah, and well, today's price action. Okay, today's price action. First coming to the day, I was like, okay, I'm leaning bearish, but then we were like rolling after we inverted this 4 hour. I saw that we were still respecting this 1 hour for value up. So, applying what I learned a couple days ago, if the 4 hour it's like shitty, and then we have like 1 hour internal price action being like bullish, like disrespecting that 4 hour, disrespecting like that 4 hour like price action in the middle. I'm just gonna follow the 1 hour bullish order flow. I'm just gonna follow the 1 hour order flow. So I was like, okay, if I want to take shorts, the only thing I would like to see maybe is going to be a sweep of this intermediate high instead of this fair value gap, a daily fair value gap. Maybe having a sweep here and then keep going down. But we never had something like that. Market open, we had like a really nice long, but the thing is that I didn't like it just for the reason that it was like way too close to market open, like literally the second candle. So like 9:30 here, we tap into 15 minute for value, and then we have this 15-minute inverse, this 1 minute inverse, and we have the fucking previous day high. And I hated it just for the reason that that shit was going to play out. I was like, I don't want to take this trade because, like, it's so close to market open, and I will hate to take a trade so close to market open. But the thing is that I can see this shit playing out 10 out of 10 times. Well, not 10 out of 10 times, but I'm saying like this shit is gonna play out 100%. I don't have a doubt in my mind. So then I was like, okay, we swept that trade ended up playing out. So then I was like, okay, I will be down to take shorts maybe if we respect this 1 hour for value that we have the left of us. And then we started creating like a market maker, no, not like a market maker, but we had like a Mac model, a PDI slash whatever, because we accumulate here, we had a distribution. It was instead of this 1 hour. So I was like, okay, if we can have a inversion right here, we had a 5 minute unfulfilled right here. That's gonna be clean as fuck. But we never had it. We end up opening a 5 minute for value. But the thing is that we end up inversing this 1 hour for value. So I was like, okay, you know what? I prefer just looking for longs right now. We had a big ass expansion, so I would like to see a 15 minute for value getting filled. But I would prefer discounted one or getting see this getting swept, this market open, because I learned that taking trades when it's like way too premium, usually we start generating liquidity or we don't actually go for those external draws. and we haven't had like a good pullback in a minute. So what I did is that I marked out this equilibrium right here. I think that, yeah, I marked out this equilibrium. It was that equilibrium. Uh, yeah, it was that equilibrium. So I was like, okay, the A plus opportunity right here will be, the A plus scenario will be if we can go to EQ of the range, sweep out this market open low, and then have a continuation long. So we end up putting an S&T inside of a fair value. We had a 5-minute inverse, and that was my entry. I ended up putting my stop loss in this, like, where is it? In this bullshit right here, in this like breaker block or this order block right here. That was my stop loss. We had an SMT instead of a Ferrari, a bullish order flow. I was aiming for these 1 hour highs, 4 hour highs, that I think that is the drawn liquidity right here, this bias liquidity. So that, but like in a moment I moved it. I moved it to just aiming for a 1 2 to a 1 to 1 because I didn't want to be greedy and just like I'm gonna go aim for that low hanging fruit. And my break even point was that shit, that like high, because the thing is that I choose this as my break even point because 100% I will see like price action sweeping out this, having a little retrace to then keep going higher. So I didn't want to get like fucking stopped out break even at a place that I don't expect to see a reaction because reality wise I don't see anything here that is going to make a reaction if we like sweep it. So I was like, okay, you know what? I just prefer taking a good high that is not gonna give me a reaction good enough to stop me out break even and then go without me because that has happened to me with 15-minute continuations. So then when we had that 5-minute inverse, we open up this 3-minute for value gap right here. So I was like, okay, I'm feeling pretty high convicted in this shit. We got this, we end up putting like a 1-minute low inside of that, then we distribute a little bit higher, and then we swap this internal right here. I really like the inversion that we have right here, this inversion, just confirming that like bullish order flow. So I move my stop loss to this low because I'm not expecting to see price action go down here again because we already swept liquidity, so there's like no reason that we're gonna go down there. So I move my stop loss here, cutting like my losses because this trade was a loss, like half. So I end up losing only like 0.5%, and I should have gotten break even here. Because just applying the same thing as a market maker buy model, we should just keep distributing here. It's just as taking a continuation model, just that inside of another time frame. So it will be the same thing as, like, let's say that this is a 50-minute fair value gap and we sweep another 50-minute fair value gap and we have a 5-minute inversion, break even in the internal and just aim for a little bit of a 1 to 1, let's call it like that. So I should have gotten break even here, but I didn't thought about that because I was like pretty high convicted. But at the same time I was like, I don't fucking know, like I'm just gonna leave price action, I'm not gonna change anything. But I don't know, I think that I should have gotten break even. That was just like poor management of the trade of my part, actually, like just being honest. And well, I got stopped out right here because I moved my stop loss, and it was a real good call that. So yeah, that's the trade we got from today. I'm really happy with this execution. After I took this loss, I was chilling, and I was chilling because I was like, okay, I'm cool. And but then I didn't close my computer. And since I was like break even in the account, and I'm like pretty close to renew it, so the renewal was going to be more expensive than just buying another account. I decided to full port it in some gambling shit. Like I gambled 100%, super hard. I gambled, and literally I was like, okay, I'm gonna gamble, and I was like getting excited and everything. Like, okay, I'm gonna gamble. Fuck this shit, and I end up like gambling Well, a good idea right here. I enter like lungs here. There's I don't even wanna talk about. I only end up taking like two trades, like fully a bunch of fucking risk in the table, like fucking 4 minis. I don't remember, and I blew the account. And I blew the account. And then I was like, okay, I fucking hate this feeling now that I blew the account because first, this shit hurts my head. Like my head started to hurt, and then I was like, okay, I know that my model works, and I feel happy that my model works, and I've been trading in backtesting and in IRL like well, not in real life, but like every morning live markets, and I've been doing amazing. Like I've been taking my wins, I've been taking my statistical losses, I've been disciplined and everything, but I just fucking full put on a call because I was impatient, and I think, no, yeah, I believe that I was able to pass that account in a week, easy. I believe that I'm able to do that because I've done it before, so I don't have a doubt in my mind. And I've noticed also that my major struggle lately with trading is just fucking being impatient, because I can do it like for a month and a half, but then I have a day that I decide like, you know what, it's fuck it. But yeah, that's been my major struggle, I believe. But now I'm like really happy of that I blew this account. I understood a little bit of myself, like why I did this, why I made that poor choice, and I feel like okay. And at the same time, I feel like disappointed, but at the same time, I feel like fuck. I don't even know how to explain myself. I haven't had enough time today to journal. I just got out of the gym. I also learned something else that every time that I finish like trading, I need to get outside of my house because I stay here, not watching the charts, but I had them open after that fucking accumulation of doom. And the thing is that I need to get outside of the charts after I finish, after a big ass accumulation or a loss or anything. I need to get outside because I stay here watching like the Instagram and the machine was open, and I didn't go to the gym right there as I usually do because I had to do a bunch of homework that I finished like at 6 p.m. from 12 to 6 p.m. And yeah, I just need to get out, and that's something really important that I do, and today I didn't, and I think that in a way I got to my not to my breaking point, but I just decided like fuck it. And why did I decide to like fuck it? Why did I decide that? Yeah, I think that I just wanna, I wanna get this shit done and just start in that track again of getting the payouts, and just impatient. I was really impatient, and I do accept that. I was really impatient. Really, really impatient. But yeah, still taking A plus setups, but psychology, there's a lot of work to do. And there's a lot of work to do, and something else that I noticed is that the work never stops. If I was able to maintain a good ass discipline and a good ass psychology for a month and a half while doing things outside of the charts, I do notice that a couple of days ago, I've like stopped doing a couple of things that I used to do every day, and it fucked my psychology. It fucked my psychology. So yeah, so this is a learning curve, and just accepting that I made a mistake, accepting it with love, and we just gotta keep growing. Mistakes and errors or whatever are to keep growing, and you gotta accept them with love. I gotta accept them with love. But yeah, I think that this video is too long right now. Thank you so much, y'all, for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.